Well, dámy a páni, monštrá, monštroidi, zdravím vás a vítajte v prvej časti Mass Effect 2. Áno, je to tak, pred nejakým týždňom, neviem, týždňom a pol sme dohrali Mass Effect 1 a tentokrát sa ideme pustiť do Mass Effect 2. Pravda, že s importovanými savami z Mass Effect 1, čo znamená, že všetky naše rozhodnutia by mali byť importované do tejto hry. Navyše nejaký bonusový level, navyše nejaké bonusové peniaze, takže to bude úplne perfektné. A čo viac zostáva povedať, len to, že poďme sa pustiť do ďalšej hry o dobrodružstve komandéra Sheparda a jeho boji proti smrťákom, alebo Reaperom. Ja uprednostňujem Reaperov, ale tak smrťáci je oficiálny český preklad a práve s týmto prekladom sa budete stretávať v hre. By the way, hra by mala byť celá v češtine. Čo sa týka DLCčok, tak je tiež tam rádoby beta čeština. Čo sa týka DLCčok, príbehové DLCčka mám úplne všetky zakúpené. Čo sa týka nejakých DLCčok na výbavu, mám tam nejaké zakúpené. Takže myslím, že by to malo byť docela OK a príbeh si vážne užijeme celý so všetkými DLCčkami, ktoré sú k Mass Effect 2 väčšinou docela dobré. A už druhýkrát hovorím, poďme na to, dámy a páni. New game. OK, ako vravím, importovať postavy z Mass Effect 1. Tu máme, ako vidíte, uložená hra 0, John Shepard, úroveň 50, ako sme mali práve v tom Mass Effect 1. Bohužiaľ dá sa aj väčšia úroveň získať, ale 50 získate maximálnu na novú hru v Mass Effect 1, takže tam je to, myslím, uzamknuté. A poďme na to. Poďme zistiť, kam vedú kroky komandéra Sheparda v Mass Effect 2. Oh yeah. Inak, by the way, moja najobľúbenejšia hra asi v celej trilógii, Mass Effect 2. Trojka možno by mohla byť obľúbenejšia, nebyť konca a hlavne možno keby som ju hral viacejkrát, pretože fakt Mass Effect 2 som hral asi veľa krát, šialená nepôjdeme. Veterán, počkaj, aké tu máme obťažnosť? Nízka, to je základ, potom je stredná, potom je ťažká a potom sú tu ešte dve. A mal by som skúsiť to dať na... Viete čo? Tá vysoká je akurát rozdiel v tom, že dlhšie sa kryjete, pretože nemôžete toľko strieľať, pretože ak milé chvíľku vykúknete skrytú, tak ty vole dostanete seriózny náser, takže rozmýšľam, že si to dám na tú strednú, len skrz to, že to hrám na let's play. Ja som si to sám prešiel na tú poslednú, na tú šialenú, to bol docela záhul. Dobre, dáme si to na veterána. Titulky, pravda, že schopnosti členu týmu, automatické ukladanie, OK, automatický postup vypnuto. Ako vravím, proste jednoducho myslím si, že možno trojka by sa stala mojou obľúbenou, keby som ju hral možno viacejkrát ako jedenkrát a potom neodinštaloval všetky 3 hry z počítača od nervov, takže jo. Meno, John Shepard, hodnosť 50, vojak, psychologický profil, ochránca, pravda, že v Rexu stav, prežil misiu na Virmire, Ashley Williamsová zomrela na Virmire, história rady, zachránili sme radu, OK. Akorát myslím, že sa tu bude ešte riešiť, čo sa stalo s tými veľvyslancami. Takže to sa z nejakého dôvodu väčšinou neuloží auto uložením. Takže tam si musíte vybrať, koho ste zvolili za veľvyslanca rady. Či Udinu, alebo toho kapitána, ty vole, už aj neviem, jak sa volá. Andersona, tuším.
Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for.
Commander Shepard uncovered the truth.
Jo, čeština.
And still it's not enough.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
But they're sending him to fight Geth. Geth. We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow him. He's a hero, a bloody icon. But he's just one man. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose him.
ešte jednu vec, čo som chcel povedať, medzi tým, čo vy si môžete toto prečítať, je, že v podstate Mass Effect 2 je o mnoho akčnejšia a skorej strieľačka než práve Mass Effect 1, takže dúfam, že viacený z vás sa bude páčiť, než práve Mass Effect 1, ktorá mala takú staršiu grafiku a bola to skôr RPG hra. Tak toto bude vážne skorej taká dosť dobrá strieľačka. A tu ju máme. SSV Normandy. Náš miláčik.
Disengaging FTL drives. Emission sinks active. Board is green. We are running silent.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
Presley!
Kinetic barriers down. Multiple hull breaches. Weapons offline. Somebody get that fire out.
Shepard!
Distress beacon is ready for launch.
Will the Alliance get here in time?
The Alliance won't abandon us. We just need to hold on. Get everyone onto the escape shuttle.
Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't evacuate. I'm not leaving either.
I need you to get the crew onto the evac shuttles. I'll take care of Joker.
Shepard!
Liara, go. Now.
Aye, aye. Everybody in! Go, go, go!
Moja Normandia. Moja Normandia. Pozrite sa. Pozrite sa, čo tí skurvisi spravili s mojou Normandiou. Moja lodička. Moja krásna lodička. O môj Bože. Mamrdi. Zabijem ich za to. Rozsekám. Smradou. OK. Inak späť ku gameplayu, čo chcem ešte povedať je, že fakt Mass Effect 2 od Mass Effect 1 sa posunula k mnoho dynamickejšiemu, proste rozprávame toho deja k dynamickejším akčným movie scénám, filmovým scénám a doslova aj práve k akčnejšiemu a dynamickejšiemu štýlu súbojov, takže dvojka je fakt excelentná, fakt dvojka je vynikajúca hra a ja dúfam, že vás bude baviť. A tu máme Jokera, ktorý ani za hovno odísť.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
The Normandy's lost. Going down with the ship won't change that.
Yeah, okay. Help me up.
Oh crap.
They're coming around for another attack.
Myslím, že títo typci to myslia smrteľne vážne. Ty vole. Oni Normandiu pilujú doslova na polovičku. Myslím, že z tohoto sa už môj miláčik nedostane. Dámy a páni, RIP Normandia. Dámy a páni, RIP veliteľ Shepard. Toto je začiatok, ktorý... Keď prvýkrát videl akýkoľvek fanúšik, keď prvýkrát zapol Mass Effect 2, keď ju vypol, po tomto začiatku, tam mu ona vybuchla držka. What the fuck? Musím povedať, že keď som to prvýkrát videl, keď som túto hru hral, úplne prvýkrát, keď vyšla, ja som mal sánku niekde až na podlahe. Like, what the fuck? Moja Normandia. Veliteľ Shepard. No! Vy skurvisini v BioWare. Jo, toto je interaktívny komiks Mass Effect Genesis, v ktorom vám zopakujú všetky udalosti Mass Effect jednotky. Ja neviem, či ho mám nechať, alebo nie. Ale ja ho nechám. Si som hral celú Mass Effect jednotku, ale nechám ho.
It's everything that happens along the way. The choices you make, the paths you choose, that turn the routine into anything but. Of course, that's how it started. A routine mission, answering a distress call. Look where that got me. We were testing out the Normandy, Captain Anderson's new ship, when the distress call came in. An Alliance patrol on Eden Prime had been attacked. They'd seen something they couldn't explain. And whatever it was massive. I hit the ground with my lieutenant, Caden Olenko. A good kid, loyal, by the book, with a talent for biotics. We came across the lone survivor of the patrol, Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams. A soldier to the core. Tough, disciplined, ready to take on whatever came her way. Ashley joined up with us and took us to the spot where she lost her squad. That's when we saw it. The ship. Like nothing I'd ever seen. It was massive, scorching the colony and everything around it as it blasted away. We followed the path of destruction to an artifact, a beacon left by a long-dead race called the Protheans. The colony had dug it up, and whoever attacked them had tried to take it. Chief Williams made the mistake of getting too close. It hit her with some type of energy. I grabbed her and threw her out of the way. That's when it hit me. Hard. Every muscle in my body went rigid. I couldn't move, could barely breathe. Everything went black. And then I saw something. A vision. Dream. Nightmare. By the time I woke up, we were halfway to the Citadel on our way to meet the Council. I was expected to explain what I'd seen. Anderson came along. So did Adina, our political representative on the Citadel. With those two heavyweights, it seemed reasonable we could persuade the Council that the ship we'd seen was a potential threat, as was the individual behind the attacks. The main suspect for the Eden Prime massacre was a Turian Spectre named Saren. He'd been seen by one of the survivors from the colony at Eden Prime, and there was some evidence to suggest that the ship was connected to Saren. But even Adina's pointed accusations weren't enough to convince the Council. They just couldn't believe one of their chosen elite Spectres could be guilty of something like that. They needed proof, which meant I needed proof. Fortunately, I wasn't alone in my search. Garrus, another Turian, wanted to help. A top agent for Citadel Security. Despite orders from his superiors that he shouldn't get involved, he told me he was suspicious of Saren, and he had some useful leads. More importantly, he was willing to share them. That led me to Rex, the biggest, nastiest-looking Krogan bounty hunter I'd ever seen. He turned out to be more than just a brute. It was his intel that led to a fugitive with incriminating evidence on Saren. The fugitive turned out to be an energetic little Quarian named Tally. A tech expert with a knack for hacking, she'd procured some information on Saren. Evidence that proved Saren was dirty. Tally's evidence proved that Saren was responsible for the massacre on Eden Prime, and that the immense warship we'd spotted was in fact Saren's flagship. But it went much further. Saren was trying to find a way to bring back a race of sentient machines from dark space. Machines allegedly responsible for cleansing the galaxy of all organic life. These Reapers were blamed for wiping out all life 50,000 years ago, including the Protheans, then disappearing back through the mass relays to dark space, leaving no trace they'd ever been. That explained why Saren was after the beacon, and it made some sense out of my visions, but not much else. We couldn't convince the Council that the Reapers were a threat, but they agreed Saren had to be stopped. They stripped him of his Spectre status and gave me the honor of becoming the first human Spectre. My first task? Bring down Saren. Anderson decided to stay behind, giving up his ship, the Normandy. He told me I would need it more than he would. He also pointed me in a direction. Liara, a Prothean expert, adept in biotics, and maybe most importantly, daughter of Benezia, Saren's top lieutenant. And like most Asari, as beautiful as she is intelligent, and born with a unique ability to meld with other species. Liara was able to help me decipher some of the vision the beacon had given me. Nothing concrete, but it gave me some clues. And a new appreciation for the Asari. Her technique for accessing my vision was unexpected, but not at all unpleasant. Ashley was a little concerned about the connection I shared with Liara. As commander, I knew either relationship had the potential to interfere with the mission. I told Liara about how I felt. Apparently, she'd felt it too. But we agreed we wouldn't let it get in the way of our mission. Finding Saren. Thanks to Liara's help, we had our next lead. Benezia. Saren had taken her to Novaria, where he'd enslaved a dangerous race of insect-like creatures, the Rachni. He ordered Benezia to use the same technique Liara had used on me to extract information from the Rachni Queen. The Queen's drones were everywhere, and they weren't happy. We had to fight through hundreds of them to get to Benezia. By the time we arrived, Saren was gone. With the information. I tried to reason with Benezia, but Saren had indoctrinated her. He had somehow acquired the ability to control people's actions and wills. Benezia wouldn't surrender, and Liara was forced to watch her mother die in her arms. And I was left with an angry, dangerous Rachni Queen to deal with. She claimed her drones would do no harm if I released her. But the Rachni had terrorized the galaxy before. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't doom an entire species for past sins. And the Queen was true to her word. She left and took her army of drones with her. With Saren's top lieutenant dead, he was quickly running out of time and places to hide. I tracked him down at his base on Vermeer, but we soon learned it was more than a base of operations. It was a breeding ground. Saren was breeding an army of Krogan. He'd found a cure for the genophage, a disease inflicted on the Krogan to prevent them from breeding and taking over the galaxy. But the Krogan Saren was breeding were slaves, mindless beasts that obeyed Saren's will. I had to destroy the base, and all its research. Rex disagreed. Violently. Rex wanted the genophage cure for his people. I tried to convince him to help me destroy it, that these Krogan weren't real. But he wouldn't back down. Fortunately, Rex is smarter than he looks. He realized this wasn't the way to help his people, and that Saren was the real threat. When we finally got to the center of the base, I realized just how close Saren was to completing his plan. He was already in communication with the Reapers. Sovereign, Saren's flagship we'd all assumed was just a ship, was a Reaper. It spoke to me, threatened me. I could feel the menace it had for every living thing. It wanted me dead. It wanted us all dead. And I knew it was capable of doing just that. What I couldn't understand was why Saren would help it. But there was no time to think about it. Sovereign knew where we were. We had to destroy the base and get the hell out. I split up my team in 2 squads, sending Ash with one and Caden with the other as a distraction. We had a nuke, and we planned to use it. Before we could detonate the bomb, Saren showed up. We fought. I stalled him to make time for my team. And in talking to him, I realized the truth. It wasn't Saren who was indoctrinating everyone. It was Sovereign. The Reaper. And Saren was in deeper than all of them. He tried to convince me he was still in control. Said he found a way to reduce the Reaper's influence, but he was kidding himself. Or believing the lies Sovereign was telling him. Before I could convince him to stop, he ran, leaving me just seconds to extract my squad mates. I tried, but I wasn't fast enough. I could only save one of them. Ash was a good friend, and a great soldier. But I had to choose, and I chose Cade. That was the last time Saren would slip away from me. I knew then, the next time we met, one of us would die. With my team mostly intact, we chased Saren and his army to Ilos, a long-lost planet that had once belonged to the Protheans. As we prepared for what we knew would be a desperate fight, I spoke to my crew. We were just one ship, against Saren's growing army. I assured them all that despite the odds, we could defeat him. But Liara saw through my words. She knew I was hurting after Ash's death. She could sense my doubts. We both knew this mission could be our last. Until that moment, we'd put our feelings aside for the sake of that mission. But why wait? We gave in to each other, and it was perfect. While it lasted. We arrived on Ilos, close behind Saren. Once on the planet, we discovered a Prothean databank that helped me put the final pieces of my vision together. The Reapers had come 50,000 years ago, and every 50,000 years before that, each time purging the galaxy of life. The Protheans had fought and died, like every species before them. But a few survived long enough to leave a parting gift. The Protheans had discovered that the Citadel was the key to controlling the mass relays. By sabotaging the Citadel, they found a way to close the relays to dark space, slowing the Reaper's return, giving us the time we needed to find a solution to stop the Reapers once and for all. Saren knew this. He was leading his army to take control of the Citadel and re-establish the relays to dark space, bringing the waiting Reapers here to destroy us all. We followed him to the Citadel. It was intact, but heavily damaged. He had caught the Council fleets by surprise, and they were only now regrouping. And with Sovereign as his flagship, there was little hope the fleets could counterattack with enough strength to take back the Citadel. But Saren was done running, and I was done chasing him. As the Alliance and Citadel fleets battled Saren's army outside, I cornered the Turian bastard in the Citadel tower and confronted him. He died believing that the Reapers would save him. As I fought to regain control of the Citadel, the Council's flagship, the Destiny Ascension, fell under attack. Despite Saren's death, Sovereign and Saren's army continued to fight. The Council was aboard the Destiny Ascension, and they were requesting assistance. But I knew in order to help them, I would have to put our human Alliance fleet in jeopardy. The Council had to be saved. They represented the hearts and minds of the galactic community. Without them, the fleets would be in disarray. Even with the Citadel back in my control, Saren defeated, and the Normandy leading the combined galactic fleet, the battle against Sovereign, a single Reaper, was relentless. It took the combined fleets of humanity and the other races, but in the end, Sovereign fell. But the costs were immense. While humanity's efforts in the war earned us our first seat on the Council, it was a hollow victory. The Reapers were still out there. I knew the fight was far from over, but as the one who'd led the fight against Saren, I was given new responsibilities. The choice of humanity's first counselor was left for me to decide. On the one hand, Udina, the lifetime politician. Ruthless and ambitious, he would easily navigate the political landmines that would soon be put in front of him. The other choice, Captain Anderson, the career soldier. Tough but fair, but a friend, and someone I could trust. Both great leaders in their own right.
Jo, a tu si vlastne na konci. By the way, tú češtinu si nevšimajte, ono je to beta čeština stále. Ja neviem, či bola vydaná už lepšia verzia, myslím, že nebola, pretože toto je jediná, čo som našiel. Niektoré DLCčka už boli preložené priamo v hre a niektoré DLCčka v podstate neboli, hlavne tie veľké príbehové, a aj toto Genesis nebolo preložené EA, takže to museli prekladať fanúškovia a toto je ich beta čeština, takže preto sú tam tie čísla. Jo, tu si máme na konci vybrať, toto je už konec Genesisu, či sme si vybrali Andersona alebo Udinu. Ja som si vybral Andersona, takže zaklikneme Andersona, pravda, že?
Anderson didn't want the job, which was a sure sign he'd be perfect for it. No ambition to get in the way. The war was over. The threat had passed. In time, the council would rebuild itself. The Citadel could be repaired. Even the pain of lost friends would fade. But none of that mattered if the Reapers were still out there. And if they were all as powerful as Sovereign, we had to find a way to stop them. I had to find a way. I gathered my crew, took my ship, and went in search of answers. Officially, the Council would only say I was assigned to cleanup duty, rooting out any remnants of Saren's army. Just another routine mission.
Ako vravím, tento Genesis som dal pre tých, ktorí nevideli Mass Effect jednotku, nech si pozrú. A proste pre tých, čo videli Mass Effect jednotku, tak tam dám nejaké niečo, že kam si to majú pretočiť, ak chcú vidieť, ak chcú preskočiť ten Mass Effect Genesis.
Commander Shepard has been recovered.
What? Commander Shepard je zasraná mŕtvola. Oh yeah, projekt Lazarus. Dámy a páni, Cerebus sú zasraní ilumináti. A keď ilumináti chcú, aby niekto prežil, tak kurňa fix prežije, keď nájdu jeho rozhrotovanú, zamrzlú mŕtvolu na orbite planéty. Oh yeah. Commander Shepard has been recovered. OK, přímo odimportovaný obličej, jasné. Proste Shepard taký, aký bol. Pravda, že ideme vojaka, stále ideme vojaka. Ja neviem, ja proste celý čas pôjdem vojaka. Cez dvojku, cez trojku pôjdem vojaka. Niektorí by mohli namietať, že je to taký, čo ja viem, nudnejší štýl, pretože iní majú iné schopnosti, ale povedzme si to na rovinu. V tejto hre, v Mass Effect 2, neviem, jak je to v trojke, už to nepamätám, ale v Mass Effect 2 môžete používať na jednu schopnosť. Keď použijete jednu schopnosť, automaticky sa ostatné schopnosti dajú na cooldown. To znamená, že jedna schopnosť je taká vaša najpoužívanejšia a v prípade vojaka je to bullet time, je to spomalenie času, čo je úplný masaker a ideme na vojaka. Jop, proste jednoducho vojak u mňa naplno vyhráva. Plus navyše vojak je špecializácia, ktorá môže používať útočné pušky, ktoré sú v tejto hre už troška dosť premakané. Také úplne najuniverzálnejšie asi zbrane, by som povedal. Takže ideme na to. Jo, a ako pravím, táto hra je už troška viac, o dosť viac strieľačka. Takže tak. Jméno John Shepard, původ cestovatel, reputace válečný hrdina, třída voják, jasné, OK. Jakmile potvrdíte se upravit další změny, že nebudou možné, jasné, OK, no probléma. Commander Shepard has been recovered.
He's reacting to outside stimuli, showing an awareness of his surroundings. My God, Miranda, I think he's waking up.
Damn it, Wilson, he's not ready yet. Give him the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts. Steps pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
Heart rate dropping. Stats falling back into normal range. That was too close. We almost lost him.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.
Dobré ránko, Shepard. OK. Dobré ráno, šípková ruženka. OK, ja už som zabudol, jak sa to robí. Medzerník, nie, vlastne shift, ja to mám prehodené, jasné, ja som to testoval a ja som to prehodil. Aby som... OK. Jo, mám thermal clip. Ja som totiž to pomenil troška ovládanie, pretože ono bolo prehodené. Ja som zvyknutý z jednotky na medzerník, na to zastavenie času a danie komandov, že jo. Aha, nabiť, jasné. Inak by the way, tu už sa nabíja, pretože tak nejak galaxia sa posunula niekoľko rokov dopredu, ale vyzerá tak, že technologicky sa posunula niekoľko rokov dozadu. Jo, z tohoto si moc fanúšikov Mass Effect série robilo prdel. Ty vole. OK, máme pištole, ktoré strieľajú nekonečno, akurát sa troška prehrievajú. Prečo ich nevymeniť za pištole, ktoré potrebujú muníciu? Genius. Jo, ale oni to proste odôvodnili tak, že my vlastne neprebíjame náboje, ale proste heatsinky, nejaké batérie na proste ochladenie zbrane vlastne prebíjame. A v podstate BioWare to dalo do hry z toho dôvodu, aby tá hra bola akčnejšia, jo? To prebíjanie je také akčnejšie, že jo? Celkovo hra sa posunula o mnoho do akčnejšieho štýlu. OK, prvý droid je dole. Jo, idem. Miranda. Holy shit. Jo, musím si na to trošička zvyknúť, že dlho, čo som Mass Effect hral. OK, shut the fuck up. Jo, v tejto hre je proste ten cover alebo to krytie o mnoho dôležitejšie. Keď vyležíte z coveru a niekto po vás začne strieľať, tak za chvíľku prídete o všetok život a jeho štíty. A keď ste v coveri, tak vlastne sa vám to zase naberá na druhú stranu. Vidíte, tento vojak má v podstate toto spomalenie, to je to, čo teraz používam. To je hlavná schopnosť vojaka. Vidíte? Už mi leze obrazovka. Už nemám ani štíty a uberajú mi zo života. Teraz chvíľku zostanem v coveri a nabije sa mi rovnako ako štít, tak aj zdravie. Krásny headshottík. OK, to by sme mali. Čo si chcela povedať, Cica? Neviem, absolútne netuším, ale ja si tu idem pobrať nejaké veci. Neviem, či tu sú... Inak tuto po tých misiách sa vážne musíte pozerať všade možné, pretože tam sú dvere. Že či tu náhodou nenájdete nejaké terminály, alebo nejaké veci, ktoré sa dajú použiť, pretože práve tieto terminály a veci, čo sa dajú použiť, vám môžu dať upgrady. A keď ich raz miniete a z tej misie už odídete, tak sa tam viac nemôžete vrátiť. Že je vážne dobré sa pozerať všade naokolo. Holy shit. Úprimnú sústrasť vy dvaja. OK, shut the fuck up. Dobre, idem správne, nie je tu nič, čo by sme mohli použiť, vyzerá tak, že nie, takže môžeme pokračovať. Počkaj, ak sa to... Ja teraz neviem presne, ako sa to... Myslím, že... Jo, granátomet. Jo, to... Toto je nová obdoba zbraní, to sú vlastne ťažké zbrane, to sú špeciálne zbrane, ktoré robia hodne veľkú paseku, ale máte do nich hodne obmedzenú muníciu. OK, shut the fuck up. Hej! No, Miranda, vôbec sa nepočujem. Prečo bol Kriste, pane, absolútne tuším kam... Dobrý deň, páni. Bam! Krása. Jo, proste tá diletácia času. Inak, by the way, ja mám myslím nejaké levely, pretože jo, ja som si importoval postavu, takže mám... Ty vole, nemal by som mal náhodou úroveň 5? Jo, ja myslím, že tú úroveň 5 dostanete, ale len keď máte maximálny level v Mass Effect jednotke, a to by som musel hrať New Game Plus druhýkrát a dostať tak 60. Ale nevadí, máme 4 bonusové body, na rozdiel od toho, ako keby sme mali level jednotku. Takže do čoho si dáme? Mistr v boji. Stane sa odolnejší, silnejší, rýchlejší, charizmatickejší. Tento adrenalinový útok, jednotka dáva... Jo, rýchlejšie sa to dobíja, takže do toho si dáme určite. Nakúpiť schopnosť. Jo, ježiš, ja úplne zabúdam, ty vole, že vojak má vlastne disrupčnú muníciu, Kriste pane. Jo, to sú ďalšie špeciálne schopnosti vojaka, že on si môže nastaviť špeciálnu muníciu do tých zbraní a tým pádom je silnejší. Takže dáme si asi do tej disrupčnej munície, pretože teraz momentálne bojujeme so syntetikmi a tá je fakt na syntetikov dobrá. Toto je poškodenie štítov syntetikou o 20% a toto o 30% plus navyše má šancu preťaženie syntetikov. Takže určite si to kúpime a hneď si to dáme na zbran, pretože ty vole, ja si musím ešte... Jo, vidíte? A teraz tam máme také modrú ikonku na zbraní a tým pádom strieľame tieto disrupčné náboje. Jo a toto je by the way nová minihra, ktorú keď dáte na čas, tak vám to vlastne na 975 kreditov, po prípade neskôr viacej kreditov. Ok, skúsim si pozrieť ešte tento záznam. Jo, takže prešli k tomu, aby ma proste nejak zregenerovali, spravili nejaké nekromatické voodoo na mne. Z obyčajného biologického procesu prešli k biomechanickému procesu, to znamená, že máme plné telo všelijakých mechanických a syntetických častí skombinované s biologickými časťami, čo nás robí taký poloterminátor cyborg, to znamená, že sme o dosť silnejší a o dosť drsnejší, jo. No, to je čistá Miranda, ľadová kráľovna v kuse. Hej, čus bráchu! OK, teraz s tými syntetickými nábojmi by mohlo byť o mnoho lepšie. Alebo s tými elektrickými, alebo čo to je.
Right, sorry about that. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for...
Hostiles detected.
Damn it! Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
Jo, a toto je náš nový čierny brat, dámy a páni v zbroji.
What's with the mechs?
Security. Usually they fight for us. Somebody must have hacked them. That should be impossible, unless you've got access. We've got to get you out of here, Shepherd.
I know this isn't the best time, but I'm sick of stumbling around when I don't know what's going on.
Fair enough. I'll give you the quick version. You and your ship were attacked and destroyed. You were killed, dead as dead can be when they brought you here. Our scientists spent the last 2 years putting you back together. You've been comatose, or worse, that whole time. Welcome back to your life.
This doesn't look like an Alliance facility.
It isn't. I can't say much more than that for now. The Alliance officially declared you killed in action. The whole galaxy thinks you're dead. And if we don't get to those shuttles, they'll be right.
Ty vole, páči sa mi, jak proste títo dvaja, Sheparda a jeho nový čierny brat sedia za nejakým sklom, observujú ich syntetici a oni sa tu rozprávajú jak dve buzny. Ale bože.
Were there any other survivors from the Normandy?
I'll tell you what, you help me finish off these mechs, and I'll play 20 questions with you all day. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit them with the good stuff.
OK, takže teraz vlastne už prichádza na radu táto taktická obrazovka, kedy môžeme hodne sa poráť s nepriateľom. Vidíte, že Jacob je taký polovojak, polobiotik, niečo ako Kaden. Má ohnivú muníciu, tu už má zapnutú, skvelé. Čo sa týka jeho zbraní, tak má len túto a použijeme. Treba na tohto mecha, pretože to nie je tak ďalej, použijeme tak. A na týchto dvoch zneškodníme naším spomalením. Oh yeah, like a boss. Ty vole, ty sme zneškodnili jak páni. No dobre, ide si, Jacob.
I promised I'd answer your questions. What do you want to know?
You said they spent 2 years rebuilding me? How bad were my injuries?
I'm no doctor, but it was bad. When I first saw you, you were nothing but meat and tubes. Anywhere else, they'd have put you in a coffin. But Project Lazarus was different. Cutting-edge technology.
What do you mean? Cloning? Cybernetics?
I don't know the details. You'd have to ask the scientists. But I'm pretty sure you're not a clone. They wanted to bring you back exactly as you were. You're still you. You just might have a few extra bits and pieces now.
What can you tell me about the project? Were there other test subjects?
Project Lazarus only had one subject. The whole point was to bring you back. Just you. Even that was a challenge. 2 years. All the top scientists. The best technology money could buy.
Do you know anything about this attack? Who's behind it? What they're after?
Damned if I know. I was getting ready for some shut-eye, then bam! Bunch of explosions. Next thing I know, every damn mech in the place starts shooting at us. I'm guessing it had to be an inside job. You'd need top security access to hack all the mechs.
Jo, alebo Tali. Táto zvládne tiež.
The last thing I remember is the Normandy blowing up. Did anyone else make it?
Just about everybody survived. A few servicemen from the lower decks didn't get out. Navigator Presley was killed by an explosion. But everyone else, including the non-Alliance crew, the Asari, Liara, and the Quarian, they all made it out alive.
Do you know what any of them are doing now?
I don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years. They've moved on. Left the Alliance. Could be anywhere.
They were my team. If they knew I was alive, they'd come back.
Maybe you can track them down after we get off the station. If we get off the station.
What's your job here?
Depends on who you ask. Technically, I'm Miranda's top lieutenant. But I'm just a soldier. I served 5 years in the Alliance before this. Now I'm in charge of the station's security. Usually a lot more dull than this. Normally I don't fire my gun unless it's target practice.
When I first woke up, someone named Miranda was talking to me over the radio. We lost contact just before I ran into you.
Miranda Lawson is the station's ranking officer. She led the Lazarus team. It was her job to bring you back to life, no matter what. Should have guessed she'd try to save you. She's not about to give up on you now. You said you lost contact. Could you tell what was happening?
There was some gunfire and an explosion right before I lost her.
She knows how to take care of herself. But I hope she's okay.
What's the quickest way to those shuttles?
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepherd. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepherd's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get him out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
I think I remember a Wilson checking on me one time when I woke up.
That's him. He's the chief medical tech. Answers directly to Miranda. Come on. The service tunnels are this way.
Hej, viete, aká by bola najrýchlejšia cesta čo je toto tu?
Log update. The Lazarus project is about to enter the final phase. It's taken nearly 2 years, but we did it. Commander Shepherd is alive. This is the most amazing medical achievement in recorded history. Maybe now Miranda will finally show some appreciation for everything I've done.
OK, viete, aká by bola najrýchlejšia cesta odtiaľto preč? Keby sme nevykecávali jak idioti na strede chodby medzi násranými mechanoidmi a aktuálne išli niekam do prdele. Lol. OK, tam máme niekde ďalšieho. Počul som tu stavať ešte jedného. Ale myslím, že Jacob sa o neho už postaral. Ak nie, tak sa o neho postaráme my. Jo. Disruption munícia for the win. What the fuck? Ježiši Kriste, nepanikár, ty lama. OK, ešte sa pozrieme sem, pravda, že nepôjdeme hneď za Wilsonom. Máme ešte čas si pozrieť pár záznamov. Jo. Čiže oživili mŕtvolu presne tak, ako bola predtým. Skvelé. Jo, vidím ťa.
You were there the first time I regained consciousness.
Yeah, that was me. How about we talk about this after we fix my leg?
Should be some meta-gel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the Medigel from the first aid station on the wall.
Jo, teraz už v podstate v tejto hre Medigel funguje len ako oživovanie spoločníkov.
Wilson's hurt bad. He needs help.
Počkaj, teraz neviem, ako presne sa to používa. H, G, E. OK, ty vole, F-ko, ne, F-ko je melee. X, C, ty vole, ne, toto som nechcel. Ops, ani toto ne. Do prdele, ja som... Jak sa používal Medigel? Počkaj, schopnosti, že... Jo, tu bola tá jednota, do prdele, ale ja som teraz použil schopnosť, takže ono to ešte nejakú dobu potrvá, sa to nabije. Ja jasné, trojka, ja idiot. To mám na quick gombíku. Ja som blbec.
Thanks, Shepard. Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes us even now. I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
You're all strangers to me. Let's get someplace safe, then we'll sort out whose fault it is.
Right, Shepard. We need to find Miranda. We can't leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
Then why did you wake me up and warn me about the attack?
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor, but that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few... You know...
OK, rýchlo vyriešené.
Let's get out of here.
Jo, by the way, Wilson sa mi nejak nepozdáva.
Took him down, but this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if he's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
I wiped out my share of Cerberus projects when I was a Spectre. Back then they were trying to kill me. Why the change of heart?
Those answers are way above my pay grade. But basically, things change. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too. But right now we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the Elusive Man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
The Elusive Man? Is he in charge of all this?
Yeah. That's not his real name, of course. Nobody knows who he really is.
It was a code name the Alliance used for him. Kinda stuck.
Well, if I won't get any more answers here, let's get moving.
It's not much farther to the shuttle bay.
OK, niekedy mi pripadá, že Shepard by nemal byť úplný dig alebo úplný kokot, čo sa týka toho, že ho Cerberus zachránil, takže nevždy budem dávať vrchnú odpoveď, ale jo, väčšinou tie vrchné odpovede sú odpovede, ktoré mne sa asi najviac pozdávajú a ktoré by som ja asi naozaj volil, ale občas dáme, ježiš, toto ekovanie neznášam, občas dáme aj nejaké tie stredné odpovede, no do prdele, teraz musíme aj tu máme, no takto. Teraz potrebujeme nájsť túto, jo, a teraz potrebujeme nájsť, ty vole, biela, oranžová, túto, to je ono, yes. A máme ďalších 900 kreditov, skvelé, oh yeah, bitches. Jo, proste Jacob nám teraz povedal, že nás, počkaj, tam som niečo videl snáď, alebo sa mi to len zdalo? Sa mi asi len zdalo. Jacob nám povedal, že kto stojí za naším tým, oživením sú zasraní cerberusovskí ilumináti. OK, toto bude chcieť preťaženie. Paráda. Ten by mal byť dole. Dúfam. Jo, je dole, paráda. Ja to tu troška poprehľadám, pretože mám pocit, že tuto na tomto mieste sú niekde by mohli byť nejaké upgradey pre mňa. Aj keď neviem, nepamätám si to presne, ale vyzerá tak, že konečne sme sa dostali do hangáru, to znamená, že namiesto odkiaľ to môžeme vypadnúť, chvála Bohu, možno. OK, zoberieme si nejakú muníciu pre istotu, prebijeme. Musím si zvyknúť na to prebíjanie, ja som teraz troška rozmazlený z Mass Effect jednotky. Shit! OK, preťaženie, zdvihnutie a spomalenie. Bam, bam! Oh massacre, bitches! Ježiši Kristi, ďalší. Jo, proste ty vole. Vojak best class ever. Pomalenie a ideme. Ježiši Kristi, ja dostala na piču. Ježiš, tu máme droida. Holy shit. Ja som skoro vážne dostal na prdel, ja som si tohoto droida vôbec nevšimol. Die bitches. OK, pozrieme sa, ešte tu máme nejaké veci. Trezor, pravda, že hackneme. Zahajiť hackovanie, ty vole, jo, to k tomu, to k tomu, toto by malo ísť niekde sem, a jo, toto k tomu, a jo, keď už toto hráte, tak občas si, keď ste hrali už Mass Effect 2, tak už tak nejak podvedome troška viete, že kde, ktoré ku ktorému patrí, takže to máte o mnoho jednoduchšie. Jo, takže sme boli v riadnej riti, oficiálne. Ježiš, ďalšie hackovanie, Kriste pane. Ty vole, tam vidím jedno. Toto, dobre, toto, a teraz potrebujeme biele, ty vole, kde to je, biele, na vrchu, biele, do prdele. Toto niekedy má úplne série, niekedy proste to správne a nedojde ani za tú piču. Aha, tu je to, super. OK, dobre, 975 kreditov, oh yeah, like a boss. Myslím, že sme tu všetko poriešili, ja sa tu ešte troška popozerám, že či som tu náhodou nenechal nejaký upgrade alebo niečo podobné, pretože to sa mi docela často stáva. OK, vyzerá tak, že nie, chvála Bohu nie, takže dámy a páni, rýchlo odtiaľto záchranným modulom preč.
Come on, through here. We're almost at the... Miranda, but you were...
Oh shit, to bolo rýchle.
Dead?
What the hell are you doing?
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
Jo, Miranda sa s tým neserie.
Even if you're sure, did he deserve that welcome?
He sabotaged the security systems, killed my staff, and he would have killed us.
You sure about that, Miranda? We've known Wilson for years. What if you're wrong?
I'm never wrong. I thought you'd have learnt that by now.
Nikdy sa nemýlim, no shit.
If you say so. What's our next step?
We get on the shuttle and go. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get him to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
Jo, Miranda, naša ľadová kráľovná, ale verte tomu, že keď sa s ňou troška zoznámite a neskôr hre, tak začne byť malinko normálnejšia, chvála Bohu.
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life, Wilson figured out I was helping you when he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
What about the rest of the people on the station?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
We can't leave without knowing for sure. We need to go back and look.
Don't you get it? The only one worth saving is you. Everyone else is expendable.
She's right. We all knew the risks when we signed up. Without you, there's no point to any of this.
Where are we going?
Another Cerberus facility. The elusive man is waiting for you there.
I'm not sure I trust you.
This is the only shuttle off the station. You want to stay and rot with the mechs? Be my guest.
You're the Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project. Into you.
What does Cerberus want from me?
Maybe you should ask the elusive man when you meet him. He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus. Obviously, he has some kind of plan for you.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or 2, in your case. Come on.
Strašne múdra. OK, chvála Bohu, poďme odtiaľto preč z tejto iluminátskej základne a poďme sa pozrieť, čo od nás chce záhadný.
Before you meet with the elusive man, we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda, more tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. ask the questions.
Did you say 2 years? I've been gone that long?
2 years and 12 days. And you were on an operating table for most of it.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you were a spacer kid, raised mostly on one ship or another. You enlisted and won a medal fighting Batarians during the Skillian Blitz. Do you remember that?
A lot of lives depended on me holding that position. I did what I had to.
However you want to put it, it was damn impressive. I had friends who were there. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave her behind?
I left a friend to die that day, and I didn't do it casually. But I had to save as many people as I could. Ash gave her life for the rest of the team. Without her, I couldn't have stopped Saren. She died a hero.
I understand, Commander, and I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the elusive man accepts our little field test as evidence enough.
Tak, dámy a páni, a sme na ďalšej základni iluminátov. Pravda, že pôjdeme sa porozprávať s Illusive Manom, alebo so záhadným, ako je tu preložené, ale až v ďalšej epizóde. Takže ďakujem za prezretie, dúfam, že sa vám táto epizódka páčila. A ak áno, nezabudnite dať like, alebo páči sa mi pod videjkom, odber, aby ste vedeli, kedy najnovšie videá vychádzajú, Facebook, ičko v pravom hornom rohu zoznam videí a uvidíme sa v ďalšej epizóde Mass Effect 2. Majte sa.